Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel, welcome back, and it's that time of the week again. It's time to start this lovely, gorgeous cat and see how much we can do in the next 1 hour and 15 minutes. Unfortunately, there will be no live video this evening, and I will get into that a little bit later down in the video. Now, what was quite surprising in this is I've kitted up the X colour here, but it's coming up as a B5200, and normally, that's normally a 3865, so I was quite shocked at that really, because I weren't expecting it to come up as a different colour. But the good news is we can kit up a little bit more of this face, and that's what I'm going to be starting on right now, because the more we can fill that gap in, the better. So the reason why we haven't gone live today is because if you remember a couple of sessions ago, I was talking about the landlord coming to fix some pipes or something. There was a rubber taste in my sink, and what happened was the landlord installed a new sink, because apparently what they're doing is they're upgrading all the sinks to fit these new sinks that have a special metal plug, because the black ones are perishing too quickly. And a week or so after that, I was getting this horrible taste of rubber coming through the sink. So got in touch with the landlord, and that's quite vibrant, that white, by the way. So got in touch with the landlord, and they said that it would be the water board that are responsible for that, because obviously the landlord only fixes things within the inside of the property. If it's something further down the pipe, then it's obviously Anglian water. So they said that they had to send a scientist out, a scientist technician or something that they call them, and he popped around and done it was like a laboratory kit. He tested all the water with something that they used to test it, and then he was checking all through the copper pipes, and they said that it's due to a lack of non-return valves or something. And I spoke to the scientist that I was speaking to, and I said, well, what do we do about that? Because obviously the landlord is not going to sort that because it's not their fault. Where do I get these valves from? So she said, I'll send them in the post for you. And I was only expecting like these rubbery things. Well, today I got the package, and they're actually like this. So I haven't got the foggiest of how to attach these. I don't know where to attach them to. You know, I'm not really got the skills to do that. Apparently you can fit them themselves. Now what she's done is she's sent me some sort of diagram, but they're saying that apparently I've got to switch off the cold water supply to the appliance, look behind the appliance of where you think the flexible hose is connected. I think that's supposed to be the washing machine hose. But yeah, I mean, I don't know how I'm going to do that. I assume that there looks like this looks like the valve. You know where you get that copper pipe, and then you've got the hose coming up from the back, this pipe here, that goes in the back of the washing machine. I think that's probably that. If that's the case, there's a little turn-off water valve within that pipe, so I shouldn't have to shut the water off, because it will stop it going up the other end anyway with that valve. So I thought, well, I mean, it's not an urgent thing, but they need to be fitted sooner rather than later, you see. So I thought, right, I'm going to try and get on with that this afternoon. Don't really feel up to pulling the washing machine out and playing with pipes, but I don't really feel comfortable with doing it myself. And she said, oh, you can do them yourself. And I'm like, I wouldn't know what to touch. Like, I'm not a plumber, so I wouldn't know what to do. So now I've got to figure out, do I contact the landlords and say, this is what they've sent out, do we get a plumber out to fit them, or is it Anglian water that fit them? So I need to, I'll have a look at it and see whether I can do it myself. But number one, I don't have a wrench, and number two, I don't really feel comfortable doing it myself in case I do it wrong. I mean, I've never known for valves to be fitted yourself, so I don't really think it's the landlord's responsibility, but I don't know. The problem is Anglian Water only came out to test the water, so I don't know if they're going to fit them. So I'll speak to them first. If not, then I'll have to raise the repair with the landlord to fit them. But yeah, I wasn't expecting them to be so big. So obviously I think what the issue is that's got like a you can see it sort of moves in and out there. So there's the spring-loaded mechanism in there, but yes, I've got to play around with pipes later on for some reason. So this is the problem. Everything you've got to try and do yourself. So, you know, they could have at least sent an engineer out to fit them rather than send me them in the bloody post. But I don't know. So that's why there's no live today. It just seems like whenever I want to go live, there's always something else that's got to, you know, there's something else that gets in the way of it. But hopefully, I might have to cancel as well tomorrow because I've got the dentist and I've got to pick up Timu. So what we might have to do is we might have to roll it on to Thursday, or we might do it in the evening when I get back. But it just depends how much we can do at the moment. So yes, I mean, I could have waited till tomorrow, but I'm busy tomorrow, and then it's probably best to do it on the weekend. But I thought, well, they're here, we might as well get them fitted. But she's supplied two, so I'm not entirely sure where the other one goes. Obviously this one would go probably on the water mains washing machine pipe thing, but I don't really like the idea that they've asked me to fit them myself. I mean, I think that's a bit lack of what would you call it, lack of service maybe, I don't know. But so yeah, and then I've just had a ton of mail because over here at the moment it's terrible for mail. We hardly get, some weeks it's like one day, the next week it's like none for 2 weeks, and then a big pile of it turns up where it's coming from the North Pole. That's what it feels like. It just feels like you've been waiting all year for mail, and then you get all the mail from the North Pole come in. And I mean, I get loads of mail anyway. It's always like 6 or 7 letters, and I used to have it every day, and it's really died down. But it's just like, you know, you just process it all, get rid of it all, you know, because sometimes it needs to be replied to by email, so I have to process it by email. But yeah, it's just you just get rid of it and more turn up. So but that's the thing I've been waiting on, you see. So yeah, brilliant. Okay, so what we're going to do now is we're going to, I think that's all the white, isn't it? So we need a bag. We haven't got a bag, damn it. Okay, never mind. Let's concentrate, let's focus. And let's get some washi tape. It's flapping around with this cellophane is doing my head in, but it's because the fan's on behind me. Oh man, so annoying. Just take that down there. So yeah, wish me luck in trying to fit them myself. But I mean, the watercock, the stopcock or whatever you call it, that's not even inside the property. It sits in the ground outside the property, which is very, very rare, because normally your stopcock is normally found under the sink. So, but over here we have them in the ground outside. So it's very quite annoying, really. And the other thing is, I don't really want to pay out for a wrench. So we'll have to book an appointment to see whether they can come out to fit it. Because if I book it in with the landlord, they're not going to know how to fit it, because they don't deal, unless it's a plumber that can do it. But, well, I think what I'll do is I'll raise the repair with the landlord first. They can only say yay or nay, can't they? So, but they did say it would be down to the waterboard, so it's like, do I email them or do I email them? So, but yes, I've just had a lovely corned beef sandwich with tomato, and it was rather nice. Didn't have any butter, I forgot. And then I had to go up to Yodel, and I needed to drop off a parcel, and I was like, I really can't be bothered, so I cancelled it. I mean, I lost to Sal, but you know, when you're just like, it's annoying because the buyers picked like the furthest store away, because the drop-off point is right up near Crossing Road, and that's from here about a 45-minute walk. And I thought, you know what, I'm too busy. I've got this to do. I've got dentist tomorrow. I'm not going to get it off till gone next week, and I have 5 days to get that off. And I thought, you know what, I'm sorry, I'm going to have to cancel it this time. You know, that's money down the drain, but, you know, I'm busy, so unfortunately. And then I had another thing that sold, and then I had another thing that sold, and I was like, all right, lovely, wait for it, Yodel, and it went through Herms, so that's a little bit better. It's only 10 minutes away, so I've got to try and get that off tonight if I can, but I don't know if I'm going to have time. So, yes, it's all systems go at the moment. And yeah. Okay, so this is quite nice because we're going into that town now, which is quite good. What I'm trying to do here is really sort of, I don't know if you guys can see. Let's focus on this little bit first. But isn't that groovy? It's got like a white eye. They've really done a fantastic job. And you can see what the pupil is now, which is, it's normally, a cat's eye is normally like a line, but that's more like, I don't know if it'll be the white or the black. I don't know. But they've done a good job, and I think that's probably the white that's the pupil here. Okay, so we're going to do a bit of D next. V for variety, the bestest show in Britain. It's V for variety. Everybody, can't you see? It's V for variety. Yeah. That used to be a show at Butlins, and they used to go, V for variety, the bestest show in Britain. It was lovely, and this woman, oh my God, like, I so fancied her. And you know when, like, she's just an actor and she's on the stage, but you can't, you know, you've got to remember that you're on holiday, so you can't exactly ask her for a date because you're on holiday. And back then I really had the crush on her, and I was like, I don't know, you know, I couldn't ask her for a date because I was only on camp for like 4 days. And back then it felt like it was only up the road, you know, but it weren't. Because Butlins, the one we go to, is Bognor Regis. So, but yeah, she was very, very hot. I did like her. So, yeah. So what else did I do today? I've done a bit of my camper van. My camper van, the roof, I built a little model called a camper van. And the roof keeps lifting up, and it's really quite annoying because it's stopping the other parts getting attached to it. So I've stripped it, and what I've decided to do is glue them in. They say that these kits are supposed to be a push fit connection, but they don't. Some of them just lift up. So just to sort of keep it all in place, I've glued some bits in. I'm not really a lover of push fit connections, so I've just glued as much in as I possibly can just to get a bit more done. So another thing is, apologies that there was supposed to be a 10 o'clock pre-record of this cat at 10 o'clock, and I set my alarm for 7 o'clock so that I could quickly schedule it before I went to work, because it was all sort of like ready to go, and then I thought I recorded it and I didn't. So I was in panic station. Oh my God, what do I do? And I had to make the decision to put the, you know, the kitten with the cat up. And I don't know why, I just had it in my head that I recorded that session, but I didn't. And that session is now this session. So yeah, that sort of created a setback. So I was like, well, the only thing I can do is put that kitten and cat up. By the way, the final of that will be coming up at midnight tonight. So you will get the final of that tonight. And yeah, it's been a real joy to do, really. We had to pinch some drills from Wilbur, but I'm just in a really diamond painting mood. Like, it just seems like there's more and more getting done, and my Temu parcel is due today, and I was watching Diamond Painting with Pella, and oh my God, Petta, if you're watching, I'm loving the bacon and eggs boxes. They are brilliant, because I've got the Pringles, the cornflakes, and the Fruit Loop ones. And then I've also got that little window cleaner that you've got. And I've also got the shovel spoons that you've got, but I've got the gold version. And yeah, and the little chicken with the arse that falls out with the egg, and that was so funny. And I love the coasters. I really must get some diamond painting coasters. It's on the to-do, but I just keep forgetting. I'm a very forgetful person. For some apparent reason, I just goes in one ear and out the other, and unless I write it down, I can't remember. But I don't have dementia or Alzheimer's, so it's like, well, how can I keep forgetting? Because with me, I sit down to watch TV, but I'm always thinking, right, I've got to do this, I've got to do that. And that's why I've always got like a notepad next to me, because unless I write it down, I'll forget. I'm just terrible for remembering things, and and then like 4 hours down the line when I'm gone to bed, I go, oh crap, I was supposed to do that. So, yeah. Now this is a gorgeous screen, I quite like that. That's a really dark sort of foresty green there. That's quite lovely, and that's going to blend in well with this 3, which is a 310. So that's going to blend in rather gorgeously, and yeah, I can't wait to see what that looks like. I was watching Diamond painting Anonymous the other day, and she was painting as you do, and unfortunately she got halfway through and realised that she put the wrong drills down, so she had to pluck them all off. And believe you and me, I've done that several times, because the thing is, you can be so in that rhythm of keep doing it, and then it will catch you out. But I've worked on paintings before where I've gone dot 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 dot, and then there's one symbol that's different, and then it goes dot 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 dot, you know. So yeah, and thank you very much to that lady. Is it Sophie Mildrew or something like Medriff? That's the one, Sophie Medriff, who very kindly said that she mentioned something about depression, and she said that I make her laugh or something, and I really am humbly blessed for that, so thank you very much indeed. I often get quite a lot of comments about my singing, about, you know, loads of people where I make them laugh. I know Diamond Painting Cuckoo, she said that I make her laugh a lot. I think I've just got that gift in life where I just, you know, I'm a people helper. I like to help people, but I wouldn't class myself as a comedian, but I do make myself laugh a lot. So I don't want this painting to end. I've really enjoyed doing all the different colours, but we are itching to get into Harry Potter, and I was going to try and film that today, but looking at the time, it's 15:42. And oh my god, yeah, the other night, I'm sitting there and we've got Wild at Heart. Now, whenever Wild at Heart's on, it's always daylight still when it finishes. And I put it on at 8 o'clock, because that's the traditional time it used to be on. And you're not going to believe this, but I looked up, it was about 8:30, and it was like literally dark as anything. We had rain that day, but it was really dark, and I was like, oh my god, wow, like really? Oh my god. So yeah, it was quite a pain really, but yeah, I couldn't believe it. But I'm going to have a little old spend with the rain soon, because this is now I've completed. By the way, you will see a video on Thursday at 10 o'clock. I'm introducing a new thing where I'm going to be showing you all my completions. That's going to be ones that we've been working on, ones that I've done off camera ready for next year, or ones that I generally do off camera listening to music. So I wanted to bring that along. I've seen quite a few people doing it. I quite like the idea of showing you completions. So I'm terrible for putting them on, what's that thing called, Tessa? Gems Flow, that's the one. So yeah, when I get a painting, I'm supposed to catalogue it on there, and what it does is it basically keeps track of all your paintings, so you can put the start date, the finish date, if it's on hold, if you've started it. And I normally used to write it on the back of this, the day I started and the day I finished, but that app just makes it so much better. But remember, please, for the love of God, create an account, because if you say like you put 50 paintings on there and then you didn't save it all, that would be painstaking. So yeah, but I am really thoroughly enjoying this lovely cat, and I don't want it to end, but it has to end. It really does, because we're approaching the end very fast. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to change it once we get to once we've done this bush, this bushy tail, I'm going to bring that down and then bring it all along here and circulate it up. So yeah, we'll get this all done. I'm just trying to focus on the colour because that's going to be the bit that really sort of holds us up. So yeah, I am really panicking because I'm like, I've got to get this done, I've got to get this done. And someone commented on my channel the other day, something to do with what deadline are you referring to? And I'm like, if you've been watching my videos, you would have known what deadline I'm referring to. And she's like, what's the deadline? And I'm thinking, well, you know, do you not watch my videos? Because if you did, you would know what deadline I'm referring to. But I checked the account, because I always check the accounts, because I don't allow comments normally from accounts that don't have no content or no profile picture, because one, you don't know if the account's genuine or not. Two, it restricts the amount of spam. Three, you know, it just tightens the belt on the amount of comments that are not genuine that come in. So, because every one of my comments has to be held for review. So what I mean by that is all the comments will go into held for review, and then I will approve it. If you haven't received a reply, it's because your comment's been discarded. It could be that I don't agree with the comment. It could be that I consider it spam. So yeah, the thing is, I will always reply to your comments. If it's a comment that I feel, it's because I think Pauline Jill left one on my Temu package, and she said something about the tip is the right way. So I have got that comment, Pauline, but sometimes what I do is I check the video back to see what you're referring to, and then I'll respond to it. So I'll always respond to people that comment, but I do have to check out whether it's a genuine channel or not. Some people have channels and they generally don't have content. That's, you know, that's fine. But yeah, it's normally the accounts that just don't have any content or profile that I normally don't allow. So, oh, that's okay, that's interesting. I thought we had more. Okay, so what we're going to do now is we're going to zoom over to, we're going to do Sunny Stormy, the zoomies. I was watching Stormy, Julie, if you're watching, and I miss that cat so much. And at first, because I'm waiting for Julie to upload another video, so what I tend to do is I watch the older videos, ones that I haven't watched yet, and she was in the cat tree. Sorry, he was in the cat tree. This needs more wax. And I didn't even know he was there at the time. He was so camouflaged into the tree. And then the other night, Tessa's cat fell out of the thing. And apparently she jumped up, because Tessa's cat tree is like a, it's like a little sasha. It's like a bed thing that hangs off the tree. And yeah, it was really scary, because she said that what I'll do is, that's a J in it, I'll plonk that there. She said that she jumped up the tree to get in the bed and she fell out of it. So I don't know whether she hurt herself or not, but yeah, hopefully she didn't hurt. I mean, cats are generally like, that came out wrong. Hopefully she didn't hurt her. Oh my God. Hopefully she didn't hurt herself is what I meant. But normally cats are like climbers anyway, so they're used to like falling off. I mean, if you've ever watched Honey, I Shrunk, not Honey, I Shrunk the Kids, you know, what's it, Meet the Fuckers or something? And there's this cat that, I don't know how it happens, he falls down the toilet seat, and I think they take the toilet off, and he's in like the U-bend, covered all in blue paint. And then there's another time where he's on top of the roof of the house, and something happens and they kill it, or it's got cement, something to do with cement, or is that another film? But another cat that I quite like is, you know, that one from Homeward Bound, you know, Sassy. And my auntie, well, sort of auntie if you get me, because she don't talk to me, I don't know what the reason is, but she just don't like me or my dad for whatever reason. She doesn't talk to my brother. The only one she talks to is my sister. So, not that it bothers me, because I don't care. And yeah, so there was a film called Homeward Bound, and the cat is called Sassy. and she loves that film, so she called her rescue cat, 'cause she got rescue cat, and she's called Sassy. And she normally sits on the top of the stairs because she didn't like Bruno the dog, but Bruno sadly passed away. And whenever she looks for Sassy, she'll look up the top of the stairs and then she'll go, Sassy, come on. And she just don't like coming out the stairs. She doesn't like my Uncle John, and whenever he's there, she'll hide in her bed apparently. So, but yeah, she's a lovely little cat. And yeah. Oh. Do. I'm loving it for you. But I did have a feeling that I would get mail today, and I was right. I'm very good at predictions. I predicted that we would get mail today, and we did. So I'm very happy. It looks like it's getting back on track as well, because I've got a phone that I want to sell, because I don't know if I mentioned it in this video or the last video, but this phone that I'm filming with has got a crap battery on it. So a company that they buy phones, and I've offered them, said what's wrong with it, and they buy it off you. So they've sent me a package out with a pre-post bag, and then once I get the phone, they give me the money for it. So, because I don't need 3 phones. I've got my iPhone 13 and my Pixel. And at the time, they offered me the Pixel, and then 2 months later, they offered me I think it was 2 months, or 2 weeks. 2 months sounds awfully long, so I think it was 2 weeks they offered me the iPhone 13. And you know how much I've been wanting that phone for so long. Well, I've actually wanted the iPhone 12, but it was an offer I just didn't want to decline. So the difficulty I have is that the iPhone 13 is a 24-month contract, and the Google Pixel is a 12-month contract. So I can cancel it, but I'll be lumbered with termination charges. So I've got to get the 12 months out of the way, and then I can officially cancel it, and it's mine. Because what it is it's paying for the phone and the airtime at the same time. But at the time, I needed a phone desperately, because this phone was packed up. Because you wouldn't be able to go out for the day with this phone. There's no way of doing it, because the battery will just die within 10 minutes. It just goes like water. But so they offered me the Pixel, and then they offered me the iPhone, and I was like, if I decline this now, this is like the only that I could not get another offer. It was too much of a good offer to miss. So yeah, I have to pay like £90 a month, which is not, it's a bit of a kick in the teeth, but you know what I'm like. I like the unlimited stuff. So unlimited data, unlimited minutes, unlimited text. And in my deal, they offered me a choice out of Spotify for 12 months, YouTube Premium, or Amazon Prime delivery. And I thought, do you know what? I'll have the Prime delivery, because I'm always ordering on Amazon. So I'll have that. And yeah, they basically, rather than you pay out of your bank account each month, they pay it out of you. They basically upfront it, and you just pay it each month. It's basically tied in with your contracts, sort of thing. So yeah, that's done me a favour really, because in the long run, it will save me having to pay £8.99 each month. And I need to talk to them about that, because I don't know whether I missed last month, but this month was already paid before Vodafone took over, and they're asking me to pay again, even though it was already covered up to the 22nd of September. This is the payment before Vodafone took over. So I don't know why they're still trying to ask me for another £8.99. So I need to contact them about that, because I'm not paying again. Vodafone's took over, so what the hell? So that's that. Then Thursday, I don't think I've got anything on Thursday. And then Friday, I've got nothing on, I don't think, in the evening, apart from work. That's pretty much it. So it's not really a lot happening. Just work. But I've actually asked for a holiday, and the earliest that they can give me is the second week in October, which is a bit of a kick in the teeth, considering that, you've got all of September before you can have another holiday. So unless other people have booked it, but it's better than nothing. So yeah, and my battery's just come up. Oh crap. Okay. That's annoying because I charged it. So what we're going to have to do, guys, is we will just do this little H and we'll have to stop there, that's really sort of annoyed me because that's going to cost me time now to sort, because I really want to, I'm up against the clock to get this finished, so that's going to cause me a bit of a problem, but I can probably squeeze in another session today if I'm lucky. But I love this towel that they've done, and you're going to have flicks of blue as well. Done a really good job in this. That is absolutely fan-dabby-dozy. So that's great. Come out, moon. Come out, wishing star. Come out, wherever you are. I'm out here all alone, and my heart's about to break. Come and find me. I need you to come here to find me. 'Cause without you, I'm totally lost. I'm hunger wish on every star. I haven't really done much good so far. I can only dream of you wherever you are. By the way, because I've got dentist tomorrow, the plan of action is we're going to do the last of the kitties at midnight tonight. And then if I can squeeze another session in of this for 10 o'clock tomorrow, I will. If I run out of time, because I don't really want to film in the evening, that's why I've moved into here, so I can film in natural daylight, and it will be less echoey. If I can't get a video up in time, I will substitute the 10 o'clock of what's supposed to be this for a Team One package, because I got a few that I done I think in July and I totally forgot to put them up. So yeah, but I may be able to squeeze another this session in. I mean, I've got to try and get Harry Potter done today, but that's not really an urgent thing, because on the 1st of September you will have the Hogwarts Express train, so yeah. Which I could have put this bus tape on, but oh, that would be good, wouldn't it, Linda? You know, the oh my gosh, what's it called, the night bus, you know, that triple decker bus? Oh yes. And I have actually been thinking of an Elvis diamond painting. I really would like to get my dad one for Christmas, because he loves Elvis, but I think he watches my videos, so that's probably just spoiled the surprise, but never mind. But yeah, I'm thinking I need to get a bit of Elvis. So I'd love to do a Michael Jackson one. You know, do like, if there's any famous celebrities out there, that would be just perfect. I want to do quite a few different things. I want to try and steer away from animals, because I do so much animal paintings and I can't resist. I'm just an animal lover. So yes. Come out, moon. Come out, wishing star. Come out, wherever you are. Oh, this colour's gorgeous. I just can see this being very beautiful. If this video just abruptly cuts, that's because the battery is... I could have sworn I charged it, and I obviously haven't. But I haven't got an iPhone charger, because Apple have come out with this stupid thing where they put a USB-C cable on it. Now, obviously, if you ain't got a USB-C plug, it ain't going to fit into a USB-C phone. No, a plug thing. So, for example, this... Oh no, am I going to get it round here? Quickly. Oh! That is what we call a USB-C. They're no longer making them like this. So, of course, my plugs are like this. So there's no way I'm going to get a USB-C in there, because what they're doing is they're double-ending it with a USB-C cable. So, I mean, it's been on the to-do list to get, but I keep forgetting. So we really must get one of them ordered. But that is that. I'm really, really sorry it's a short session, but we will have to figure something out. Oh no, I put it on the wrong way. Sugar. That's why you should never put it on the wrong way, because it falls like hell. But I'm not sure we're going to get it done, guys. All because bloody phone. But anyway, I'm determined we will get it done. I'm confident we'll get it done. Even if I have to stay up all night, I will get this painting done by the end of August, and that's a promise. Can I keep the promise, though? Because sometimes I promise and then I, like, break that promise. So, just wish me luck on this. Fingers crossed we can. But anyway, please remember to like, share, subscribe, tap that bell if you want to be notified of future upload videos from this wonderful series. And January, if you're watching, get the cat. You know you want it. Make an exception and get it. Trust me, you will not be disappointed in this beautiful thing. And I know you said you're trying to resist the urge, but believe you and me, this painting will probably fly off the shelves. So you do need to get it pretty quick. So make an exception. You can make an exception. But obviously I can't, influence you to get it. You're your own person. You get it if you wish, you get it if you don't. But anyway, take care, guys. Hang on a minute. Mystery dark spot on Neptune detected. Oh, dark spot. Oh, no. What's that all about? I know they're doing, like, an Indian flight to the moon or something, but dark spot on Neptune. What's going on? I'm going to have to search that. I like astronomy. Anyway, take care, guys. Take care, and I'll see... I've just said that twice. Anyway, catch you later. I'll see you next time. Bye.